We're making a tulip bouquet wreath today on the UITC Triangle Board. I did play around a little with petals to see which mesh I like. So I thought I'd show ya the tulip petal. So I found out that I played around with a lot of mesh here. I used fabric mesh, Deco, poly mesh, poly burlap, value mesh. I used all different types, and I thought I'd show you. What I think. This is my version of the tulip bouquet, and this is how I think. Well, it's my preference, I guess. I love the fabric mesh. It shapes just like a tulip once you pinch it up here. And the Deco mesh, not so much. Maybe if you I have been putting little clips at the tips here to give that tulip shape at the top, you know, for a few minutes, and then it seems to keep that shape. That's what I've been doing with this Deco poly mesh. And the heavy foil mesh, same thing. I've been pinning it at the tips here with my pins to keep that little, you know, pointy shape at the tips there. Value mesh, see-through. Yeah, this is 1 each on both sides. This is the plain old value mesh, the cheapy mesh. So that's 1 ply each. This is 2 each. I put 2 10 by 10 cuts together. So this is 4 10 by 10 cuts for the, what do you call this, value mesh. So 1 each and 2 each. So look at the difference. So you can see through this one, but this one you can't. So I thought I'd play around with all these mesh, you know, and show you, and I'd want to know which one I liked, right? So the fabric mesh. So it's cute. It's like a farmhousey look with the check fabric mesh, pink and white. I played with that also, and that looked cute, as well as in the yellow and green. Kind of a farmhouse look. But I'm not using these ones, see? I'm just showing you. The poly burlap gives its shape, right? It's nice, shaped nicely. I like the poly mesh and the fabric mesh. Those are my 2 favorite for this, my preference for the style wreath. We are gonna need 6 petals. I'm using 6 petals each of the orange fabric mesh, the turquoise, heavy foil mesh, and the purple, it's not the white foil. This is a pink white foil, and this is how they are. This is the light foil, the medium, and the heavy foil. So white foil mesh. So those are the colors we'll be adding in there. So I'll show you how I folded them. I'm doing 1 color each, so you guys will have a better understanding. I didn't cut the bottom of any of the petals, right? I did make 5 each of every color, and I'm only gonna show you 4. And plus, we'll be using this green but you can use any color you like, any amount of petals you want. But I'm sticking to trying to do 1 roll of mesh in total. But I don't think it's gonna happen because we need leaves down here and the stems for the green. So this is my version. This is my way of doing the tulip bouquet wreath that Create Like Sharon did on YouTube, on UITC YouTube. If you want to go have a look, or if you did already, you can. So there it is again. So that's the layout. And this way, if you want to look. Okay, so where I put the little L, there's little L's written with black, what do you call the black marker. That's where I'm adding the stems or the leaves, like coming out of the bouquet. Okay, So there's here, 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 and here, and down here. Okay, so this one first, right? So you need 2 pieces, 2 cuts, 10 by 10. I cut them with a rotary cutter because you don't need to heat seal it, as all the cut edges will be down up in the under the board, under the other tulips there. Just using a pin work, and zip tie. These work. Like any petal that we always start, you put it curved side up, you know, and factory edges, top left, bottom right. Doesn't really matter for this fold, but hey, I've been watching Michelle for a while, and Lori, I guess I got it from them. All right, bring the top, bottom, oops, turn it over to the side, and this is what I've been doing for mine. I spread this, pinch it in the middle, right? Get that look. Oh, you can't see really good for this purple, but that's all right. So what I've been doing right here is pinching here and pushing it against the middle, right? Same thing for this one. About halfway from here to here, grab it and pinch it and push it against the middle. So that's the shape. And this is where I've been doing things different. I've been pushing this, lifting it up a little and putting it against the middle. This is how I like doing my lolly petals and scoop petals, whatever they're called. So there's the shape. Oh, right here is where I shape mine. So I pull this out, drag this down a little bit, and pull this out to give it that shape. You see, it's different. It's not round this time, but it's a little narrower, and it looks more like a tulip to me now with the narrow shape right there. So right here, I just try to make that point up here, and while I hold it down here firmly, and I pinned it, okay? So it looks more like a tulip. So I put that aside. So, and do the same thing with this one. Top to the bottom, switch it around, and I pinch it in the middle, giving it a little stretch right here, and pinching it. And I look for the middle from here and here, which is about here. And I put that against the middle part, okay? And I grab the middle here again, and I pinch it and push it towards the middle. So you get that shape. Okay, so you get that shape, and right here, I sculpted. Trying to make it create that shape right there. Okay, so just I'm just pulling it up a little bit to give that little look right there. So right here, you can this is where you can put your elastic bands for both if you want, but this is how I've been doing mine. I've been just putting them together. Sometimes I just grab this one right here and put it into this one right here. So they look like they're hugging, right? See? So this way they look like they're hugging. Or this one's hugging this one or something. See that? So you can do that as well. If you want to be really, really go after that tulip look, you can do that. And I just zip tie it or elastic band it. Okay, so this is where you can pull them up a little higher, right? One a little higher than the other, whatever you want. And you zip tie it tighter. Cut off the zip tie. And there it is. Hope I explained that really good. Okay, so let's make another one, and we'll just start slipping in the, let's play with the fabric mesh now this time. You've seen the Deco poly mesh already, fabric mesh this time. Same thing, curve side up, top to the bottom, swing it over. It does, doesn't it? So this is where you stretch. I found when I use the horizontal mesh, horizontal on the on this one here with the yellow, it doesn't really stretch good. When you stretch it right here, it doesn't really do that for you, but it does give it a good look. But I don't have any other yellow ones. I do, but they all have stripes. That's why I'm not using yellow with this one. So again, I pinched it right there, stretch it, pinch it, and I look for the middle for this and right here. So about right here, and I just slide this over to the middle. And I do the same thing on the other side. Get that look. And I just put these together. And this is where you sculpt yours again. Give that little pointy look up there. Okay. Next one. So it's gonna be easy once we start putting the what do you call it? The tulips, the petals into the board. It's gonna go quickly here. It doesn't take long, but I guess since I figured out the layout, it's gonna be pretty quick once we start adding the petals in there. So again, I'm doing this, right, closing these together while pulling this down to give it that longer look rather than the rounder shape. So it's easy. Once you get some of these petals you start working on them, they'll look awesome. This is where, if you want, you can put this inside and they look like petal, tulip petal, right? And grab a zip tie and zip tie it. I love all the tulip bouquets that I've been seeing on Unique Wreath Creators. Oh, okay, so all the 6 orange are done and the purple. So again, this is my layout. So there's 4 and there's 12. There's a number 12 down here, right down to number 1 down here. So I'm usually, when you work on this, you work on it from down and up for the Christmas tree. But today we'll be doing it this way. You mix it up with this one. So right here, you gotta figure out how big you want your tulip, how tall you want your tulip bouquet to be. So this is the main one that you're looking at, because when you add your other tulips, it's going to be like a rounded look, right, like this. So I'm adding mine like that, right? Just about 2 inches down in there. I'm keeping it long, right? Because once you look at the board, you're probably going to need your these ones on there because to cover your board. Because I've been cutting mine with the other one there, and I was like, I should have cut it, right? So the leaves, you can add them here, leaves right here. Oh, I should have put one zip tie up here. So I'll add the zip tie right here. So I'll show you a couple of leaves here. I'll show you how you can roll up yours. Oh, this is how I do mine. So again, we grab this corner right here and we'll just roll them up from here to try to go up this corner over here with your Deco mess curved side up. Just tiny little, like, rolls like that. You can make them wider if you want. It's up to you. And just roll them up. Okay. And this is where you can glue it, or you can just pin it, or what I'm going to be doing here, I'm just going to slip it into the zip tie. Okay. So this is where you look at yours and see, I wonder if I need my leaves to be taller than this one, right? But I think I'm going to keep it just a little bit taller for this one here, because I really want people to know about, because the first thing when I did mine, right, the first thought was like, how am I place my petals, right? That's the first thought that you have, but I had when I looked at the video. Where do I add the petals to keep the board, you know, covered? So I had to figure that out, and for mine anyway. So yeah. So it doesn't take every hole to make a tulip wreath, by the way. It doesn't really. But if you want to do this the way I am, you can go ahead. So again, I'm just gonna cut just a small amount. It's about an inch off here. And this is where I said you're gonna keep your bouquet that circular look, right? Like a curved look. So for this petal, you're gonna have to keep it a little down, a little bit down than this one right here, about that much maybe, and zip it up, because you can. No, I did not wood burn the mess. The mess I used a rotary cutter to cut it, so you don't need to wood burn it. As you can see, all the, you can if you want to, but with this one I didn't. And so all the cut edges are hidden down in there, so you don't have to. If you want, for this one, I did cut it with a rotary cutter as well, so I'm just looking at this purple one and this blue one to make sure they're, well, not perfect, but not all bouquets are perfect, but, you know, I'm just trying to show you what you can do. So I'd like to, so for this one right here, I'll put, what colors did I put there? A blue one? Remember, I'm just spreading my tulips around in different color. Some of them are a little bigger than others, so like this one is, I found the heavy foil mesh, Deco poly mesh. It makes for a really big tulip, bigger than the others. If you wish to use this one, it'll cover the board really, really well. And right here, once you add this part right here, you angle it towards the end, towards the outside of the board, right? Angle it so you can cover the board. Okay, and you zip it up. Making sure that this one is a little down than the purple one. Just a slight bit down in the zip tie. So again, what should I add for where? Let's add the orange one there. So this is fabric mesh. I was just playing around with different kind of meshes, so you guys will understand or know which one you want to use. So this one's angled out a little bit. Just on the side like that. Okay. For the third row, so we're down to the third row now. So you only need 4 petals for this, for the third row. So we're just mixing it up, like I said. So I'm just gonna add a purple one over here. And making sure when you add your petal that you're hiding these zip ties right up in here too, right? And the board all the way around when you add your petal. So, like that. Just a little down. Not up here, up in here like that. Just down, up in there. Okay? And zip it. Okay? So this one is not, I didn't do a very good job of this one. Okay, so next one, I think I'll add a blue one. Yeah. A turquoise. So this is heavy foil mesh again. So it covers really, really well. And it gives you bigger tulips. Wider. So it covers, I prefer the heavy foil and the fabric mesh for mine next time. Okay, so I can see why Sharon used heavy foil on her video, because it gives good coverage as well as just, you know, perfect and shiny and beautiful. So I'll add the purple, the orange one on this side, and probably purple, orange, yeah, or pink. Let's just do orange for this one here. So you can use 5 colors, you can use 6 colors. I'm using 4 colors here. So again, you look at your petal. You make sure you cover this part up here. Can you see that? Make sure you cover it up. If you tend to see you know, a little small you see the board a little bit here and there, after when you're done all your petals, you can go back and add the green in between there too, if you want. Okay. All right, so let's add the pink. So we're on the third row from 12, 11, 10. On the 10th, number 10, because this is numbered from 1 to 12. So we're on the row 10 right here. We're going backwards because did flip the board around, backwards. So right here, you can just try to cover those zip ties that are in there with the purple one, and try to cover the board over here on this side as well. Okay. Okay. Isn't that cute? Okay. Oh gosh, that's so pretty. I like the different colored look here. For the row 9. Okay, so let's do purple. Let's do pink on this side now. Pink. I'm just cutting off about an inch off of the tail here. Okay, let's add the pink. So the first 2 holes is where I'm adding this pink one. Again, slightly off to the side, not covering the orange too much, just halfway down. Okay. Alrighty. So next color, let's add in the not the purple, the orange. Oh, the orange probably. The fabric mist. I'll be folding a few more here after. A couple more after here. So these are, like I said, fabric mesh is really good to use because you could just, you know, spread this open. You can just do whatever you want with it. And it just stays. I love it. So let's add the purple. See that? All right. So you see how they're just, when you add your tulips, right? They're just, you know, lifting up like that. So what you want to do is try to put them down like that so you can see the other petal. Try to, so they won't be, you know, hello, too much. And right now, okay, we'll add the pink again. I don't know, but I think pink will look awesome with the purple right here. And the orange. So you can mix and match your tulips, your colors if you want. So, okay. So this is where, let me see. Is this where? Let me see. Was this, no. I put an L right over here. Why did I do that? Why did I add the L? I gotta see here, friends. Sorry. Where's my L's? So, but anyways, we'll come back to that. So let's add the turquoise. Too much turquoise on that side, I think. Yeah, but I like how it covers the board. Okay, so let's add the orange over here. And maybe the purple and the turquoise. Yep, let's do that. So again, you need to double, right? Alrighty. So let me add this. These ones are just going off to the side a little bit now. Just a little. Right? No, that's the L. That's where the leaf goes. Okay, here we go. So I'm skipping this right here because I'm adding what do you call it? The leaf right up in there, right? So let me show you how I rolled it up. You can make yours thicker or narrower. It's up to you. So I just roll it, grab the tip of the corner, right? Try to roll it up against the other side of the point, the tip. So I just roll it. Small little rolls. And right here you can glue it if you want, but you can just flip it up and just add that in there. Just about a how much is that? About an inch in there. It's up to you how big you want your what do you call this? Stems or leaves to be. So those are fun to make. So next part. So we need to add 2 up in there on row 8. 2. What color are we gonna use for that? Let's do purple on this side, and let's do orange, I guess. Yep. So that's cut off already. So let's add that. Okay. And add in the orange fabric tulip. Okay. Okay, so we're on row 7 now. So you need 2 petals, just 2. So I think we need the turquoise. Okay. Let's just cut it off a little bit. And this is where you try to hide this part now, right? There's zip ties right up in there. And my last, yeah, zip ties. This is where you angle the turquoise tulip now off to the side to cover all that. So again, this is good heavy foil mesh for that, for good coverage. So I like that. And on this side, we can add another turquoise. Let's add another turquoise in there because it's gonna cover the really good, as well as the white foil. It'll do the same thing too. So no, let's add this one. So I need to do a couple more tulips here. So the heavy foil, the white foil covers good coverage. This one you can shape a little bit more, pinch and pull to give it that tulip look. Okay, see, it's covering really good. So now we're almost down to the fun part. I think that I need to add one green up in here somewhere. One like this. But we'll go back to that after I finish adding these in there. So let me, okay, so we need 3. So right here, I wrote down L and L right here. This is where you think maybe you can add the leaf part, rolling it up again, right? You can add it now with the, what do you call, with the petal, or after the petal. But I think adding them together or using double zip ties is good. So no purple, no. So there's purple and orange. Lots of purple and orange in here. Let's roll up this one here. Let's do another petal. Put that aside. So 10 by 10 cuts with a rotary cutter, curve side up, turn it to a diamond. Doesn't really matter where your manufactured edges are for this part. So you grab this and put it down to the bottom. I swing it around. Right here I stretch and pinch. Okay. And I look at this tip and this tip and look for the middle, and I pinch right up in there. This is how I've been making mine. So whatever you're good at, you can keep doing that. So again, look for the middle, just here, and I just slide it over. So I'm wanting that look right there. That's why I've been doing it this way. I like that, so you can just, you know, create the tulip tips, right? So right here, that's how that looks. This is where you shape them. You pull this down, and I put my finger right there, fold it like that a little bit, pull it, and I just grab it, and I just, while pulling it like that, okay? See, you get that look. It's kind of a, you know, it's not a round look, it's kind of an oval look. So that's the look I'm looking for. So it'll create that little tip that I'm wanting for the petal. Okay. Sorry. And let's make the other petal. I'm sorry I haven't been on. I have been having knee problems the last few days. My knee is getting, I don't know, gotta go see the doc tomorrow. And then pinch it and pinch it. So you see that? It's kind of an oval spoon. Right here is where I pull it, pull it, pull it, shape it up. Again, we're on row 6 now. So you can put these together if you want. You can double zip tie them. You can add this one and then add the petal if you want. It's up to you. Okay, so that's the leaf. And again, you can add the zip tie in the same place. And then add the petal. Okay. Add the petal. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, let's roll up another leaf. Okay. Just rolling it up. So right here you can make yours narrower or, you know, larger. It's up to you. Let's add purple or orange. Yeah, I'll add the orange one. So we're doubling up our zip ties on that one right there. Ready? It's not tight enough. Here we go. So I'm not sure why this one is in there. We don't need that. I think I made a mistake on that. So we need purple and a pink right in the middle. We need to make one more. We're almost done here. Almost done. So let's make a tulip petal. Pinch and look for the middle from this and this. The middle is probably around here. Pinch and slide. Pinch and slide. Okay. And slide and slide. And then this is where you sculpt up your petal. Like I said, you can even add pins up in here for a while, up here, so get that little point look. If you want to be, you know, make your petals look like perfect or whatever. Okay, pins. And look for the middle, pinch and slide. And look for the middle from here and here. Pinch and slide. these over too. And right here is where I said you can put this one inside this one so they look like they're hugging, like they look like they're tulips now, right? Here now, friends, just the stems and the leaves parts, which is the easy part, I think. So we need to add one more up, green one up in here somewhere. Okay, so let's add the pink and purple. So again, I'm trying to hide this board over here. So I'm just gonna keep this a little longer. So I'm hiding the zip tie and the board. And same thing on this side. Trying to hide the board and the zip tie that's in there. So it's just angling it out on the outside of the board. Like so. And zip it up. And the last one, so we're on row 4. So these are row 3, and this one, the pink one, will be on row 4. So remember, because these ones, the 3, 2, 1 holes, 3 rows, we'll be using for the stems. Okay. Just making sure, I think that's covered up now. Okay, now comes the fun part. Let's roll up a few of those stems. That's how that looks with all the petals in there. See, we need one more up in here somewhere. We'll add it a little bit later. Or maybe you can add it now. Let's add it now so it'll give it a good look. Roll up the petal for the in between there. The stem or the petal, or not the petal, but the, you know. Well, I'm adding this one. About, where did I add that one? Let me see, let's turn it around here. So I double, so right here. So here is where I'm supposed to be adding, yes. So I'm adding this one on row 9, right where this zip tie is. That's where I'm gonna be adding this one. So row 9, right up in here. Adding another zip tie. And again, you can add these first. Should have done that, but I didn't. But it's okay. So I'm just gonna add that in there. Give it that look that we're going for. I'm sorry, you can't see what I'm doing, but I am just adding the this petal right on top of the this orange petal here, this leaf here. Again, I should have added it under, but that's all right. So here you can spread this open however you want, and then and it looks good. Okay. So that's how that looks so far. So let's roll up a few more of these and we'll add them. We need 6. 2 for 6, and I'll show you why. So rolling up a few of these here. Just easy, easy, easy. Again, I did not wood burn this one. Did not wood burn it. Actually, no, that's not how I want these. This is how I want these now, longer. We're not folding them. keeping them long. And I'll show you why here. Whoops. Alrighty. Okay, roll, roll, roll. So again, you can make these thicker, narrower, it doesn't matter. So I'll probably, I think I will take a picture of the back of the board once I'm done here and post it. So you guys can see, have a look of where I place the zip ties and all that. So you won't be guessing too much when you do your because that's the first thought I had in my head was, how do you place your zip ties to keep the board covered too and all that, right? First of all, you grab your wreath. This is the fun part. So we're going to number 3 right here. So there's 3 set of holes, right? There's 3 set of holes. So in each set of holes, there's gonna be 2 of these going in there, this way, okay? 2 each. So on row number 3, you need 3 zip ties. Oops. Or you can put them here, doesn't matter. But I'll show you how. So you got a couple of these. They don't have to be perfect. Okay, and this is where you add them like that. You can do 3 in each zip tie or 2, it's up to you. But they've been doing 2, so I'm doing 2 of myself, so. Or if you want, you can add I've seen what do you call those? Like a beige colored mesh going down like this over here, about looking like they're in a vase or something. So I've seen that look, and I love that look too. So again, let's add these 2 in there together. And you don't have to be precise on these. One could be longer, one can be taller. It's up to you too. Okay. All right. So let's add these in there. Look. And one thing, friends, when you add in your zip ties, don't put them in backwards, okay? Okay, so let's add the last couple in there, and we'll do a few leaves. That's how that looks. That cool? Looks like. Why I cut. Okay, let's put this where you can see it. 3 of these is because we need to cover this up right up in here. Okay, this is all covered up, by the way. Can't see the zip ties from over here and over here. So this part you need to cover up. And you need this to look like it's hugging, your leaves need to look like it's hugging your tulips too, right? Of course, a little different. And then this is how I did mine. So let's add zip ties on the same spot. Double the zip ties, right? Doubling them up, right? Or at the bottom. No, actually. Oh, let's see. Let's do the leaf part. This is what I've been doing, so I'm just gonna put those in the middle like that and fold it over again. And fold it over again. I'm not sure what this petal is called, but it just gives good coverage. And I just pinched it. And this is the leaf I went for mine. So it looks realistic to me. So a few of those in there, or a couple, it's up to you. Or whatever leaf you want to use, you can. So again, this is how I did them. You can do the regular one if you want. But these ones are pretty good. So one more. So there's 24. There's 6 each of the tulip petals, right? So that makes them 24 because there's 4 colors. And then I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 of the green. 15 of the green and 6 each of the 4 colors tulips, and that makes 15, 24, 39 pieces of mess you need. So over a roll. So if you want to do less than a roll, you can just do less leaves if you want, but I think that looks good. So this is what I'm going for right here, that look. Maybe I'll just add them down. Yeah, that's the look I'm going for, right? It's just like it's hugging the bouquet. This is where I got a little, you know, maybe I should double the zip ties. No, I'm not gonna double them up. I'm gonna use the row 2 part for this. So that means I need to do all holes, the original and the third holes for this part. Okay. And we'll see if that works. If not, we can just double them up. Actually, let's just stick with my design, the one I designed. Again, if you want to use less mess, it's up to you. Just less leaves, probably. And probably just only need 2 in here as well, right? Because that's where you add the bow to. Yes, a bow. We'll be making a bow for the bottom part there too. So let me see if we do need just... no, you probably need 3 of these. So again, these can be angled out as well. Just out, it's like they're fanning out, right? Okay, so let's add another one. How long have I been on, friends? What time is it? Oh. So let's add that one in there now. Let's not hide the petals here too much. So angle these out. This one up in here. Wow, pretty, pretty, pretty. I just doing the bow now, so it couldn't be yeah. And so I'm gonna use this one now. So 1.5 inch, perfect color. Just one color. So I'm gonna actually, what I'm gonna do here is, so I'm gonna cut this 24 inches. Okay. Okay, dokie, put that down in there. So this bow will have more tails, 4 tails up in there. We'll make this 10 inches. Yeah, good. So we'll do a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do a Monkey's Creations bow here. So you guys will have a look of what it looks like with Monkey's bow on it. I hope I'll have enough ribbon. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 bow. Here we go. So 3 loops at 6 inches on both sides. Yeah, I think I'll have enough. No, actually, we're doing 5 inch. What are we doing? 3, 3, and 3. Oh, we're doing the 5 inches, two loops on each side. So 1 loop each at 4 inches on both sides. Okay. Let me grab a pipe cleaner. I grab mine. I put my finger, I put them like this. Middle finger on this side, my pointer on this side. Make sure I grab this one too. I press down and lift up. And this is where I put my pipe cleaner, right in between my pointer and my middle finger. Slip that in there. And I just twisting it and just twist the bow, not the pipe cleaner. Okay, so for this bow, I think this one, this middle one here, because it won't cover the zip tie in there. So these up so we can see the stems that are just, you know, peeking through. Okay, I'm just putting the hanging zip tie in here, so. Okay. Whoops. I'm just dropping stuff. So you see in the back, that's where my placement is. I'm squashing my bow, I think. Love it. Squashed my bow.